call it like mega bed, and you like take your mattress
Yeah.
and you put it into the front room so you can like watch movies and stuff, and then you make like a pillow fort all around.
Walking day today, and I am in London's Abbey Wood. Is it London? It's the edge of London. I think it counts. With some of my favourite YouTubers, Alex and Emma, aka Travel Beans.
Hey!
And Noah.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi Noah. Hi guys. It's very cosy, isn't it, on this lot?
It's like a bad album cover, I think.
It is, isn't it? He's very well behaved. First baby I've ever had on this walking.
Really?
Is it?
Yeah, in fact,
You should
first
be
time more than one
honoured, Noah.
person.
Wow.
3. Doesn't seem
He does not seem impressed.
doesn't seem impressed at all. Where are we? Abbey Wood. Why are we here?
We are staying here in a campsite. We're in a camper van, just moseying around in the
Which
winter.
is where you'll usually find us is in a camper van somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've decided to upgrade from our usual camper van to a bigger one. So we're testing that out at the moment in London.
It's very nice. Yeah, it's good. I didn't know that there were places like this in London.
No.
Green
There's actually
squirrels
green.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of parakeets.
Parakeets.
Yeah, lots of parakeets.
I'm quite into spotting birds. I'm a perv
A
for
bird
birds. Yeah.
Fair enough. And a pervert.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so we shouldn't divide that up. I got into your stuff. You do lots of van life stuff is what you're doing at the minute, travel related things. What I like about YouTube is that I watched a skiing thing, saw you in, where were you, Kitzbühel maybe?
Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
skiing, because I watched a lot of skiing stuff, thought, oh they used to look fun, watch some more, but then on the internet you can just sort of like make people your friend, do you know what I mean? Like you can go, it's like a catalogue.
Yeah.
I've got to like these people.
I'll
be
pick you.
friends with them sort of thing. And it's
Those-
kind of worked.
Yeah, well, those guys are just kind of characters, actually.
Yeah.
We're,
The actors
we're not
who
really
play-
that nice. Yeah.
Alex and Emma.
We're
on
media
Travel Beans.
trained.
Right.
Yeah, we're terrible in real life.
That's good. How, you've been travelling around for years,
Yeah.
but now you have Noah.
Yep.
How's
So
that been?
that's a challenge, but it's been really great actually, hasn't it? Like
Yeah.
it's
It's good. It's a lot of hard work.
a lot of hard work, but it's been quite rewarding sort of seeing places now through his eyes
Yeah.
rather than just on our own. It kind of gives it another level of meaning, which is really nice.
Spending a lot of time in a camper van with a baby is
Hit or miss.
a disaster most of the time, especially when like sometimes we do like stealth camping, so we might stay like on the streets of somewhere, and then I always think it's weird if there's like a screaming baby and people walking past like a white van with a screaming baby inside.
Not so
Yeah.
stealthy.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And you've done long haul flights. You went to America, didn't you?
Yeah, 9-hour flight with him.
That was before he was crawling though, so he was actually really great.
Yeah.
Whereas now he doesn't like to sit still, so that'll be another challenge for another day.
When my daughter was 8 months old, we took her to Australia.
Oh
and
wow.
it was like the first leg, we changed to Dubai. The first leg, my wife generally said, I would rather give birth again than have to do that.
Oh wow.
But she didn't really sleep. We had one of those little bassinet things you get at the front, but she
Yeah.
wasn't really sleeping because it's quite light and there's
Yeah.
noise going on. But on the second bit of it, I've gone to like the stationery shop in Dubai airport and they got like various things like blue tack and stuff. We got like a muslin cloth thing.
Yeah.
And I like got some clips and clipped it to like the side of this and made like a tent.
Oh, that's.
And this thing, it was amazing. She slept the entire bit to Australia.
No way.
And like other parents were coming over to the students going, can I get one of those? And they go, no, they've made that.
No
And I was like,
way. Do you have
like
pictures of that?
MacGyver.
Right.
I don't know
Yeah,
what to do.
we're going to
Wow.
need a diagram.
So, okay,
Yeah.
I'll talk you through it. So, wall, you've got
Yeah.
the wall at the front of the aeroplane
Yeah.
with it.
That's the foundations.
That's you use that, and then the bassinet hangs off that.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Blue tack, muzzle at the top,
Yeah.
clip on around the side with like I think you use clothes pegs or like some stationary things.
You travel
like
with
that.
clothes
Clothes
pegs?
pegs.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't remember what I had them. So it might have been like the clip-on things you get in a stationery shop. For some
Oh,
reason, we
yeah.
had these
Yeah.
things, and then you just make a tent like that.
Okay, that's
Check every now
useful.
and then to make sure the thing hasn't fallen and suffocated your baby. And you're fine.
Yeah. We're flying
Okay.
to the
That's
US
good to
next
know.
month or in 2 months' time, and I've
Yeah.
actually got quite a lot of anxiety now because he is such hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hearing that that your wife would rather have another baby is give
that
birth
really helps
again.
with the anxiety.
Yeah.
does it?
Yeah, but our daughter wasn't moving. If he's moving, then that's hard. That's
Yeah.
different.
Yes. Yeah, because he will probably just crawl out of any bassinet we try and put him
Yeah.
in. So
He's got time.
that's a problem for another
Let me just
time.
do that. There we go. Magic. No one will
No
notice
one will see
that.
that.
Absolutely, absolutely seamless stuff. How do you plan where you're going to go travelling? Which place you haven't been?
Good question.
That's a
Thank
good
you.
question.
Thank you. Both of you.
Yeah.
You're universally agreed. Good
stumped.
question.
Yes, this is just stalling for time though.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time on the internet perusing and kind of
Again, you sound like a pervert.
yeah. But when I'm done with that,
So
then
it's
I
like-
go to the travel stuff.
To look at places that have good internet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do like it's kind of just like things that over time that you see, like maybe you'll see something on a movie or something that looks really interesting.
Yeah, we have a very long bucket list.
Yeah, never-ending bucket list. We seem to always go to the same places again and again, and I don't know why. Look, it's like a comfort thing. And
What would
Yeah,
be the dream one? What's the one that you've not done? And
probably
why?
Galapagos. I
Okay.
think would be my number one.
But we have quite a few sort of that we're hoping to achieve in the next year or so, don't we? So the Azores is another one that we've wanted to go to for a long time.
That's the sort of place I've heard of, but I couldn't put it within 1,000 miles on the
So
map.
it's actually, I think, a really interesting location. It's right bam in between, sort of like say Portugal and the US. It's kind of
Portuguese
called like the
islands.
Oh, I didn't
Europe's
Hawaii.
Okay.
and it looks like that, and it's like these sort of volcanic islands.
Cool.
And
And you can hike inside a volcano that's extinct, and it's all like green and like plants all growing inside of it.
Yeah.
It looks phenomenal.
And they
So
also
that's
believe
up
that's
there.
where Atlantis
Could have been,
would have been,
yeah.
would have been in this area.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's pretty high on our list.
But that's been high on our list about 4 years, and it
Yeah,
only costs
it's
like
still not gone.
60 quid to fly there.
Does it?
Yeah, I
Life
think you can
just
fly
gets
really
away
cheap
from
with
you.
the European airlines, specifically TAP, which is a Portuguese
I know
airline.
TAP.
Yeah, TAP.
Yeah.
yeah.
Flew with TAP this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So like, there's no reason to not go, but we just don't seem to go. It's also the best place in the world to see whales, and like almost like every
Surely
type of
Wales
whale.
is better for that. Sorry. I got up quite early this morning. Yeah. Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. So hopefully, the only thing now is a lot of these kind of places we're like, oh, would that be better when he's a bit older? And it's kind of hard
Yeah.
to judge where will be better when he can walk, for example,
Yeah.
or talk, or really like understand what's going on, or if it's better just to go there, strap him on like this.
You
and
can always
just-
go back if it's that good.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And also, like, the unfortunate truth is because we work on YouTube and we make our money from YouTube, we have to pick our destinations in stuff that we know would do well.
Yeah.
And certain countries don't do well. So
Yeah.
I like,
Oh, really?
yeah. So I don't want to say a country because I don't
Go
want
on, say a country. Is it Scotland? Is it
Yeah,
Scotland?
Scotland does great. Scotland does very well.
You annoyed Scotland, haven't you?
Yeah, do you want me to talk about that?
You can if you want.
Or do you not?
Ignore it. We'll ignore it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But just for the record, you love Scotland.
Yeah, I love Scotland so very much.
What countries don't?
Wales. Wales
Wales.
doesn't do well.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah, England, Scotland is the best performing one of the sort of the mainland
Yep.
UK. I don't know about Northern Ireland actually.
What about out in the wider world?
There's like, for example, we used to live in Asia. Certain countries in Asia. Wait, I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. Oh my word! That's
get
going to be
blown
annoying
away.
for the listeners, isn't it? Oh well.
They
They'll get what they're given.
gobble it up.
Yeah. Come on.
Free content.
yeah.
So
Tasty.
certain countries in Asia do really well. There's like specifically countries as well where they like to watch foreigners come and react to their culture.
Oh really?
So like India, Malaysia, Philippines would do really well, but if you went to maybe, I think of somewhere, maybe like mainland Indonesia wouldn't do well.
Okay.
Bali might do well.
Yeah.
And so we have to be kind of aware of where these places are, and so they kind of direct our travels a little bit, which is a shame, but that's
Well,
where we
it
are.
has in the past. We have said at the beginning of this year we're going to like try and push that to one side a little bit and ignore it and just
Yeah.
Yeah.
go to where we want to go regardless.
Yeah.
But it is tricky.
That's our
isn't
New
it?
Year's resolution, to go to places we want to go.
Yeah.
How weird is that?
And is it? And thumbnail and title, I guess, are a big part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for you, yeah.
You know,
That's all he thinks in. Like, every conversation we have, he's just thinking in, you know, like the Matrix, but it's just thumbnails and titles going everywhere.
I'm not joking. I've woken up in the middle of the night and been like, oh, thumbnail title, write it down.
Is it annoying do you find it annoying when you think you've got a really good thumbnail title and then nobody's interested?
Yeah.
Never happens.
Hasn't it? No,
It does happen. But like, it's very frustrating when it doesn't work, but that's why you put a lot of effort into making it work.
Yeah.
But I'm constantly thinking, we might be talking, and I'll be like, thumbnail, title.
Yeah.
It's just always going.
You don't always know though, do you? I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
We had a pipe with Santa at the North Pole.
Were they not clicking?
They weren't clicking.
You weren't clicking?
I thought that's
We
great.
talk about this.
I
They
thought
say,
it was
what a great.
brilliant. I clicked.
Yeah.
You clicked. Oh, thank
Did.
you.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Maybe you
Only one I've ever clicked to yours.
Oh, good. Well,
That's how good it was.
you and 19,999 others or so. But I thought this is. I thought, wow. Yeah.
Wow.
But then other things you don't know. It's hard to predict, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I
it
mean,
is.
I would have guessed, unfortunately for you, that even less are going to click this video.
Doesn't matter. Some are for fun. Who knows? You
I
know?
could learn a lot from you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice. Is that a den?
That's where we're staying
So?
tonight.
Yeah, that's bigger than what we sleep under.
Did you build dens as kids?
Absolutely, I love building
Oh,
dens.
I never built a den as a kid.
Well,
That
we've
sounds
even
fun.
built them as adults though in the house. Like,
Oh, like a pillow fort.
yeah,
That's
like a big
different.
fort, like we call it like mega bed, and you like take your mattress
Yeah.
and you put it into the front room so you can like watch movies and stuff,
Yeah.
and then you make like a pillow fort all around, and it's.
Or if you have like two sofas that are similar size, you push them together so it's almost like one giant sofa cube.
Is that like
That's
mega
fun.
bed?
Like mega bed, yeah.
it's a slight
I like the
So you
sound
can
of
variation.
push
mega
it
bed.
together,
Yeah.
put the mattress in between the sofas,
Yeah.
and then hang sheets all around it, and then that's a mega bed.
Mega bed started at university with me and my mates. We would all each individually bring a mattress down, so we would have the whole floor, you know, like 5 mattresses. So everywhere you are is all soft, and it's a bit weird.
Sounds it.
Kind of
Like in your
you know,
20s.
You know, like Willy Wonka, where like
Yeah.
Charlie and Chocolate Factory, where they have like all the old people and like in the beds all the day, like all close to each other. It's kind of like
What is
that.
all the young
Just like
people?
stinky young teenage boys with their crusty mattresses.
Oh no!
At what age do babies stop being babies?
I have no idea. You think we should
what's-
know that having one?
What's a toddler?
I think a toddler is when you toddle, as in an unstable walk.
Yeah,
I think until you can walk.
Well, that's still me and you then.
yeah. I become a toddler every Friday night. Yeah.
Every weekend.
I feel like you're like two with the T sound.
Yeah, but
toddle.
that's got to happen before then, right?
What's after a toddler? Are they just an
Child.
official child.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Infant.
so.
What's
Yeah.
infant?
I think he's an infant.
Is he?
I think infants are just because whenever you book car seats for rentals, they always say infant car seat.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
he
newborn.
has yeah,
Infant.
Whoa. Okay.
What? Next question about children, rules of language.
Yep.
At what age, with babies or toddlers or infants, do you stop saying their age in months and move on to years?
I feel like once they're a year old.
No, because you still
no
say 18
chance.
months, don't you?
Yeah.
Just
Oh
18 months.
yeah. I haven't spent much time with people who have babies, so I don't really know any of this.
You sounded disgusted.
You
about that.
really did. Oh,
These
those
with
mothers
babies.
with their babies. Ugh.
Well, I think 18 months might be the cut-off for that.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. 19 months sounds weird.
No one says I've got a 19-month old.
No.
do they?
No.
I mean,
Maybe
they
they're
might.
just rounding down. Or
But do
rounding
you go?
up.
Do people say 14 months? Yeah, people say 14 months.
Yeah. When I was
Again, I don't talk to
Also,
people
when I was
who
a-
have babies.
when I was a child, I'd be like, you know, I'm 6 years and 10 months old.
Yeah.
So
That's true. Every month counts.
yeah, it does.
Yeah. But you stop that, don't you?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
not told you I'm 46 and 3
Absolutely
quarters.
not.
Yeah.
You're 46.
Yeah.
Oh, we only hang out with people under 40.
Do you? Oh, she's saying you thought under 40?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take that. Right, see ya. That little spring in my step now. That's good. So you're only people under 40, no mothers.
Yeah.
That's the travel beans.
And you live in a van.
rules. And you've got,
That's
you've
it.
got to live in a
You
van.
look like you live in a van, so that's why we let you in.
Yeah, I've got a vaguely homeless vibe about me. You have made homelessness aspirational, and I admire that.
That's pretty good, yeah.
We have, haven't we?
Did you want it? Well, your first van that you van lifed in?
Yeah.
Did you build that from like?
Well, the very first
Van
one,
shell.
we met.
The very first one was pre-YouTube days.
Oh really? You were
That was
van
actually,
lifing?
yeah, that was 2012.
Yeah, so we met in Thailand, and then we started traveling. We went to Australia and did like a gap year thing there, working holiday visa. And we, after working 5 months in Cairns, we bought a 4x4 with a bed in the back. It's like a little camper van conversion thing, and we did that for a few months. That was the smallest one we've ever had. We were like sleeping like this, and it's like you couldn't even sit up.
Yeah,
It's,
it was a bit hardcore. I could not do that now.
but the first
I
one,
don't think I'd even fit in the gap now. I was a lot skinnier then.
it was.
Oh wow.
What? There's a look.
Welcome to the Tamarine's.
What is it you like most about van life stuff?
I like the freedom. I like just being able to sort of pack up your life in one spot and just decide where to
Yeah.
go and not have to have any solid plans and
So
just kind of wing it.
We
That's-
don't really
it's
like
fun.
making plans so much. Like we
Yes.
kind of feel them kind of constrain us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, we
we're
like-
commitment phones.
we are
We've been
commitment
engaged
phones.
for 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't get your present.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the idea of not having any commitments is very alluring
Just being able to
us.
go anywhere and be anywhere is great. And also,
Yeah.
there's no rules and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
like we could be in it for 3 days. Let's go and stay in a hotel for a couple of days, and
Yeah.
then go
Yeah.
and fly and leave the van in storage. It's super easy.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
So are you ever going to get married?
Don't not with her around.
Question.
Sore subject.
Oh right. Okay.
No, it's not really. No, we plan to get married, but we have been planning
Is it more
for
like a
8 years.
concept?
Yeah, it's one of those things that's like every time we have any money, we spend it on travel.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, do
you
we
could travel a
really want
lot.
to spend that much money on one day when we could spend that much money on a year's worth of travel?
Yeah.
It seems like a bit of a silly trade-off.
But-
So it's hard.
But we are likely to get married because me and Noah have the same surname, and Emma doesn't.
Even if it's a registry office job.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to be left out of the gang, do you?
Yeah,
The surname
exactly.
gang.
I'm like the loser who just, he does all the work and doesn't get the
The name.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Collinses and Emma.
You can do weddings cheaper. We did that. We got married fairly cheap. We got some package deal in some hotel.
Yeah.
Because we got married on a Friday in February, which apparently isn't the most popular day for weddings.
Oh,
Was it
wow.
raining?
No, it was all right.
Oh.
That's the thing. You can pay tens of thousands of pounds to get married, and it rains in the
Yeah,
summer. Do you know what I mean? Like we had
Yeah.
when we got married, we got like this package thing. So it was like you got like the hotel. You got like the rooms in the hotel, but you can then make your guests pay for them to cover the cost of that, which we sort of did.
Yeah.
So we did that
Didn't
a little
tell
bit.
them.
Didn't tell them. But then you got all these things, and one of the things on it was like a Toastmaster. It's like a bloke.
Toastmaster?
Yeah, it's like a dude who like wears like some kind of fancy outfit.
I thought you were going to say who makes toast.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like, wow, he's got it
No.
really good.
He doesn't just make toast, he's a master at
He
making
times
toast.
it and pops up at the right
He's
time.
unreal. Like he's got the butter at the perfect temperature.
Or he's like, what do you want?
Yeah, yeah.
Sourdough, you want white? I got some brown.
No, he doesn't. We might do. I don't know for that. But
That's his
But we-
side hustle.
so what he does, he goes, everyone, please welcome the bride and groom. We're like, we don't need this guy.
Yeah.
Like, that's like let's see if we can trade him. So we had this package, and I emailed them and said, look, any chance we can trade the Toastmaster for a round of drinks for everyone? And they went, yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's good, that's done. Then we went to like a wedding fair at the hotel we're getting married at. They were just on. We thought, oh, I don't really need it. We can just go along and see what it's like.
Yeah.
Went along. And the guy said, oh, you think of getting married here? We went, oh, we are getting married here. And he said, oh, when? We went, oh, in February. This Toastmaster guy was talking to us. He said, oh, right. So no, did you get the package deal? And we went, oh, I thought, oh no.
Oh, no.
I said, yeah. And he said, oh, I've not had an email about that. Yeah, so we swapped you for drinks like that, and he just looked really sad.
Oh,
Like his
Tell him to his face.
I did tell him because I didn't want to lie to the Toastmasters. I don't know what powers they have. They might be able to imprison me. I don't know how they work. So I told the Toastmaster that you basically have been traded for drinks.
For a round of drinks.
But it's quite good weddings because people think, oh, it's a waste of money. But I also think it's the only time in your life you can throw a party and spend £1,000 on a party without people think you're Puff Daddy.
Yeah, that's true. That's
and for all the people
true.
you love and their plus ones that you don't like so much.
We binned off loads of the stuff. We got rid of wedding cake. Because that costs hundreds of pounds for a wedding cake.
Yeah.
And no one you go, how's the wedding going? You should have seen the cake.
Yeah, that's
delicious.
true.
So we binned off cake, we binned off Toastmaster, added more booze.
Yeah.
I think we might have upped the canapes as well. I think canapes are important.
Yeah, I like it for
Canapé.
sure. I love
I like a
canapé.
snack pre-service.
I like
Pre-service.
any meal where you don't have to decide what you're having.
Yeah.
Canapes, tapas,
Yeah.
buffets.
And you don't have to sit down for it. It's
Yeah.
even better.
Yeah, even better. So we did all those things and then just sort of freestyle. The rest of it was great.
So you're trying to convince us to get married?
I'm saying,
You believe
if
in the
you do get-
institution of marriage?
no, I'm saying
Yeah,
you are living in
Toastmaster.
sin and I'm disgusted. No, I'm saying you can do it on the cheap like I did, basically, and trade people's careers for drink.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Well, that's enough chat of that for me. Easy to be able to
Yeah.
clickbait this Travel Beans wedding plans. Always thinking.
Yeah.
Always thinking. There we go. Oh, that's good. Noah's very well behaved.
Yeah, surprisingly so.
Is this typical?
No. Typically,
Not for this long.
No, he wouldn't be still for this long, happily. He likes to be crawling around and climbing things constantly, don't you?
Yeah.
He has a lot of energy.
Oh,
He's a very spirited chap,
He is.
aren't you?
You always use the word spirited when it's always, oh, you're very spirited today.
Yeah.
Oh, you woken me up at 3 in the morning. How
Yes.
spirited of you. Or is that
You got a lot of
is that the for
Sounds a bit
recording
of
video
Yes.
words?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a gamer version.
You are
Yeah.
you are both very. I find from watching videos very glass half full.
Oh, that's
say.
nice.
Aw.
What's
Yeah, we
interesting
do
is
try to
I
be.
think that's true.
I feel like we are, but
You never know how you
people
come
say
across, do
it's
you?
interesting how people can interpret you because lots of people think that they think we're positive that we show everything that negative happens and we
Yeah.
overcome those things, but then there's other people that think that we're completely negative, and it's weird how people
I
interpret
don't
it.
think you come across negative at all.
Oh, well,
good.
that's good. Yeah, because I think sometimes just by showing anything negative or something going wrong, maybe people just take that as negative, even though your reaction to it isn't necessarily negative.
We don't take life very seriously.
No.
I think it's almost a big game, big joke, almost the sort of thing, and don't really subscribe into that kind of.
But you've
Taking it so seriously.
you've had on your channel fairly recently with your van caught fire in America. I'll
yeah.
do one of
we
those
weren't
card
laughing
things.
through that.
I never know which way do you point for the cards.
I don't know.
To that
actually either.
side?
Or if we point both ways,
Yeah,
or if we
that
just
way.
point up.
And that way.
One of those I'll put
And
the
then one of
cards and
them
you can
will
go
work.
watch it.
Yeah.
Watch your misery.
Because it
that
does
was-
exist. It's out
Yeah.
there.
It is out there. So you're there. You were just driving along in your van, caught
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah, so we bought
Scary.
a van in the US, a very cheap
Kind of like
old
our
van.
holiday home that we would keep out there in storage. That was always the plan.
And,
And you had videos leading up to it. Bought our van.
I
and all
know,
this
it
stuff.
was so
I
excited.
bought a van, first night in the
Yeah.
van.
Yeah. Van on fire.
Yeah.
So
But
naive.
we just got it out of the garage. We put it in the garage after buying it to get it all serviced so it was ready for a
We
big
spent
trip.
thousands
I
of
think we
dollars
paid
getting
$4,000
it fixed up.
or $5,000 fixing it.
Yeah.
We bought it for $7,000, so it's like a lot of money to
Yeah.
fix it. And I think it was about 2 days later, just before we moved into the van, we were driving around doing some errands. Looked down, and there's this black smoke coming out from like in between us, and then when I opened the door, for example, there was flames. I had to jump through the flames. It was insane.
It was
and then
like a
look round,
movie.
and then the
Mad.
van, within like a minute, was an inferno.
The footage is ridiculous. I remember watching it. Oh my
Ridiculous, right?
god! I think
It
before I
is-
knew you properly, but it was.
Yeah.
It was. So, oh my god, that's absolutely horrendous.
I mean, it was,
Yeah, it was horrendous.
absolutely terrifying. I got a little bit of PTSD after that, which
Did you?
was
Yeah, you
not
still
so good.
from time to time, like
Yeah.
you'll like see smoke
Right.
in
Just
places
come up.
and
Yeah.
just panic
It's,
a little bit.
Yeah,
But-
it was quite intense.
Yeah,
But
we got through it.
we got through it, and we
Yeah.
went back, and we decided to like.
We wanted to
the
close
audience.
the chapter,
Yeah.
didn't
The
we?
audience
So-
went and raised a load of money for us, like a nice
Aw.
crowdfunding, which was really nice. But then that meant we had to go and buy another van.
So you're like,
I've done
We want to
again.
do this
someone's
again?
been shot in Afghanistan, the war. They don't raise
send
money to
them
bring back in the war.
Yeah.
Even trauma.
So 6 weeks later we were back there and bought another one.
Yeah.
We came home and then
A much better one that hasn't
Yeah.
caught fire.
yeah,
Bang views though, didn't it?
a lot of views.
Plus side.
That's true. Yeah, people love misery. on
Yeah,
YouTube.
and that is unfortunately I know that. So a lot of people were like, "Why on earth did you film that?" Because it was like
What else
I've seen people
was
like,
there
"No
to
normal
do?"
person would film this." It's like, yes, I'm not normal. I film my
It's what
life.
you're doing, yeah.
And I
no,
was
get
filming
it.
that day, and it's like,
You got the camera.
this is
yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
And you filmed on your phone.
Yeah, I did. I was just like, which is why, like, so Emma processed it there and then, but I don't think I processed it because I was seeing it through the
Yeah.
lens, so it wasn't really real, and then it was very real.
Hence the long running trauma.
Yeah, yeah.
Plagues your nightmares.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Oh well. Exciting, isn't it?
Oh well.
Oh well. You've survived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still have a lip.
Oh, should we do a bit more walking?
Yes, please.
Sounds good.
Come on, Noah. You choose. You lead the way.
Yeah, which way? I was looking at things that we could do together today, but it's Monday and everything's closed in London. I'm really annoyed. I thought it was a city that never sleeps. But I found this kebab shop, and I wanted to be like, "Oh, we're going to take you for a kebab," and you're like, "That's a bit weird," and it looks like a real crap kebab shop. You go in and it's almost like a Michelin star experience.
Wow.
Where you eat with your hands, and they like make these like fancy little like, you know, like in like a 7-course like.
Degustation.
Menu sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that with like it's like a little
Like
piece of
kebab
like
type
kebab meat with like
things.
stuff.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So good.
I once went to. This is before YouTube. This would have been a great video. I went to Germany to have a kebab once for a day trip.
Yeah.
I've got some friends and we have like this dining club at Sound Fancy. We take turns to choose a restaurant, and if it's your turn, you pay.
Oh.
So, but then you get like 3 meals, and then you get massively stung. But you can tailor it to your budget, basically,
Yeah.
depending on how things are going, and whether or not your video Lapland's done well. So you can sort of tailor it to different things there. And we flew out in the morning. I just got cheap flights. They were like,
Do you pay for their flights?
yeah, because they were like £10 each way. So it was like
wow.
4 of us, so 80 quid in flights, but then they're only like £3.50 for kebabs. something
Yeah,
like that.
nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Germany's like Berlin's the home of the doner kebab.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
and
know
yeah,
Yeah.
and there was a lot of
We've had a
Turkish
good
that
one
moved
there.
there from World War II, I believe.
Right.
So there's like, loads and
Lot
loads
of
of
influence.
kebab. And I think all kebab, this might be wrong, but all kebab meat in the UK comes from the same place in Germany,
Wow.
like Berlin.
that can't be right.
Don't know. Don't quote me. But I think that's
But
true.
it's like one company
quoting
that's got a
yourself.
monopoly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am quoting myself.
I don't know.
And I'm not trusting myself. But also
don't
telling
listen
you
to
to
me.
trust me.
This is so confusing.
Yes.
Yeah, I like kebabs a lot.
Yeah?
Like,
Too much?
Like more than your average person.
I like, do you know what, I like a quality kebab. I'm past the days where you just get this sort of
Greasy
elephant leg on a
one.
stick.
Yeah.
That one. But one where they've made their own elephant leg on a stick.
Yeah.
That
That's
I
good.
like.
I
Have you
hate
been to Turkey?
I went once for the Champions League final
Yep.
in 2005.
You went, did you watch the game?
Yeah.
Live?
Yeah. It was good, as you'd imagine. Yeah.
Who do you support?
Liverpool.
Do you?
So, yeah.
We'll talk about this after.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting.
Fair enough. But there, so I did get kebabs there, but only briefly. But so I
Yeah.
didn't really get full. We're only there for like 2 nights, or 3 nights.
Right. Yeah, you
Yeah.
had some stonking kebabs there.
Yeah,
You
but the ones
really
in
liked
Germany
them.
I think were probably the best.
They were great. It's
Yeah.
because they've got all the lovely like salads and stuff, which is nice. They do like veggie ones as well.
Do you know a
if
great
not meat
place
eater.
that does a kebab? Australia.
Oh
Really?
yeah,
Really good. They do
surprisingly.
like
sort of doner
wraps,
type thing?
doner wraps
But it's like a
there.
wrap,
That's how they
yeah.
always do it.
Would
And
not
it's like
have guessed
the
that.
perfect like ratio. You know, in England, it's like they chuck all the meat on the bottom and then all of the like the salad, and you can't really. You're having a bite of salad or you're
Yeah.
having a bite of too much meat.
Yeah.
But it's all perfectly.
perfectly
proportioned.
So what, they
closed.
mix it together.
Yeah, and like kind of like wrap it up like.
Yeah,
a-
it's quite a big wrap, but that's still that kind of kebab bread.
yeah.
So it's not. Yeah, you have enough bread
Yeah.
to fit everything inside, which is nice.
That's good.
I wouldn't fly
Yeah.
your mates there for it, but
No,
it's pretty
it's a
good.
bit more expensive, I think.
How you say? Really good though. You say?
yeah.
24 hours later, you
Yeah.
land
I know
jet lagged.
you like kebab chat. Do they like kebab chat?
They like it. They get what they give it.
Yeah.
What country's food have you enjoyed the most in your travels?
That's a tough question because we like to eat food, and there's a lot of good food in the world.
Yep.
We're just
I'm here
talking
to
about
ask the
Turkey.
tough question then.
Yeah.
Like Paxman.
Yeah, you're gonna get grilled here.
Yeah.
Grilled like a kebab.
Kebab.
The usual three that come up, I think, is like Thai food,
Yeah.
Mexican.
Mexican, Italian,
Yeah.
Italian.
and Japanese.
Turkish
Okay.
food was good though, really good. And what I really liked about Turkish food is they have the mezes rather
Yeah, I
than just
love
the
a meze.
kebab. I never really had mezes before going to Turkey, and it blew my mind.
You know what would be more interesting? I don't want to take over, but what is the worst food I've ever had? And I don't think we'd offend anyone with this because I don't think you've got many Mongolians watching.
You'd be surprised. 80% of my audience is Mongolian.
Oh, damn it!
All descendants of Genghis Khan. Very angry
And
people.
their national sport is wrestling, so
Yeah.
they're actually yeah. They're coming for you.
Oh, is it not good then, Mongolian food?
No, it's
It
like.
wasn't great.
Well, because we went and like lived with some like nomadic tribe out there, and so you're eating like the nomadic food. They have slim pickings.
yeah.
It's like
They're making you.
Yeah, they
they're,
haven't got a
they're
kebab
giving
shop
you
on the corner.
all their like food. Here you go, have this sort of
Yeah.
thing. And you're
Yeah.
now just slagging them off without even being asked.
yeah, I know.
Years later.
I voluntarily offered up that
I
information.
tell you what was awful. That food those Mongolians gave us.
Another, and now to say that reminds me, we also once went and stayed with this family in Vietnam in like these sort of rice paddies out in the middle of nowhere, and I think I remember
They cooked us a feast.
cooked us
when
this feast
we
one day,
arrived.
and we was like there was like the daughter could speak English and like the parents couldn't, so she started translating. And it's got this like soup. And it was like really bad, and there was like something in it. And I remember asking like, "What is it?" And she's
These
like,
little
"Oh, you know,
chili
like
things.
snail without the shells. Oh, slugs.
Slugs.
Oh, great. So we were eating slugs, and so we eat it all up to be nice and British, hating
Yeah.
it. Put it down, and then they fill up the bowl again. We're like, "No, please, we can't." And she's like, "You have to eat it. It's like the rudest thing you could possibly do, and you're not
Challenge
supposed.
accepted.
You're not supposed to finish the meal there, because if you finish the meal, it
They'll
implies
top
that you're
it up
still
again.
hungry.
Yeah.
And so
Oh.
like they have to top it up, and then you have to eat it and leave a bit.
But
So,
you must have got topped up like 4 times. It took you a while to catch on that they would just keep topping you up.
Oh,
yeah, it wasn't good.
I had that with bread in Italy once. We were there with some me and my friend Sally in Ancona. We were waiting for a ferry. We had just a day to kill with this lovely garden, and they just kept bringing food. They just wouldn't bring us the bill. And I didn't realise you had to stop eating the bread. We just eat the bread. Yeah, that's good. What food surprised you? What country surprised you with their food? It was like, oh, that's good, or that's bad. Apart from Mongolia.
Vietnam,
Surprising.
apart from the slug soup,
What's Vietnam? Is that similar to Thai?
it's a bit different.
It's quite different actually. Yeah, it's really good.
It's not as like spicy and
It can be, I guess, but yeah, it's a lot of like noodle soups.
Yeah.
Sandwiches. They do
the
really
best
great
sandwich,
sandwiches.
banh mi. It's like this very specific crusty bread. It's like not super
French influence.
bready. Yeah,
I
because they have a lot
believe.
of French influence, and there's like pate, chilies, coriander, like some meat, like pork or chicken.
Really,
Something-
really
something
good. Highly
else.
recommend.
It's amazing. Well worth
Wow.
a try.
It's very like fresh and aromatic, like lots of herbs and
Yeah.
chili and tasty things in there. Yeah, we really were surprised by Vietnamese food, weren't we?
Yeah.
That's my favourite thing about travelling. I think the eating and the drinking.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
is
It's
one
just
of the
like-
highlights.
It's like
yeah.
I like the. Oh, I'll look around the temple.
Yeah,
I don't
sure.
mind.
Yeah.
But I'd
There's
rather
a
go to the
reason.
pub at the end.
Yeah, we usually base our like days around that. Less so
Yeah.
with him because he's a nightmare in the
harder.
restaurants, but otherwise, yeah, we just eat our
Yeah.
way through a city.
I mean, there's a reason why we started travelling, 10 plus years ago, and we weigh substantially more than
Yeah.
we did 10 years
We've
ago.
got on about an average of 1.5 kilos a year thanks to the food. Because we always feel like we're on holiday, even though it's our job, we're always there.
Yeah.
We never get out of that
It's
mindset.
hard to say no,
and I
isn't
can never
it?
not try a meal because when you're going to be there again.
And we get so many great recommendations from people.
Yeah.
Like if we say, we're going to this place next or that place next, we'll get all these lovely recommendations. We want to try everything, so we do.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Well,
Yeah.
look, we've hopefully burnt off a few calories on this
Yeah.
walk. Thank you very much for coming walking with me. If people are new to your channel, where would you recommend they start? The flaming van?
Yeah, the flaming van's
Van
the
of terror,
most
yeah.
like most action-packed. There's a lot of emotion, a lot of
But
crying.
it's not our typical content.
No.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Question. Which series, maybe?
Maybe our Scotland van life series.
Yeah.
I'll do one of those things that we still haven't worked out
Yeah.
where it goes.
Little-
Somewhere around
sticky
there.
thing.
Thank you very much. Love your channel.
Thank
and
you.
really enjoyed hanging out.
Thank you.
Thanks
More
for having
adventures in the
Time.
future.
Yeah, we've
I
had a
feel like a little
wonderful
kid.
time.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, that's okay. Right, let's try and find our way out this wood.
Yeah.
Cheers, Noah. Thank you. High five.
High five.
Come on.